everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Giants going up against the Cowboys.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Giants. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Throwing, Prescott. Buying time to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Kareem Martin. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
In his own end zone, it's Manning. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Here's Austin. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Prescott on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
2nd down following the incompletion. On the counter, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Elliott last year is so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now Prescott. Dancing to his left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they take it all the way to the 1-yard line, but in the end, they opt for 3.
I know if this was a video game, they never would have gone for the field goal because, Brandon, who kicks field goals in video games? But you've got to make sure you get points, and that was as easy a 3 as you can get.
You kick field goals in video games. That's who kicks field goals in video games. And now out come the Giants. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
On first down, Manning. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A giant first down, Manning to an open Beckham. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Manning now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Randy Gregory in there to sack him for a loss of 6. On 2nd down, here's Manning. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Third and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he is knocked down from the side. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year are still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. First down, Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And New York set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On play action, it's Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Now a play fake. Manning throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. handoff as they run the counter play. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Throwing on first down is Manning. And he's got his rookie first-rounder. It's Evan Ingram. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
And they dump it over the top to him. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Manning to throw on second down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing is Manning on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That good for 19 at a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Play action now, Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kareem Martin from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Peak. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
A first down throw for Prescott. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. To the air again, Prescott. It's caught right side, it turns. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. In the red zone this time. And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. James Hanna in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Fielded about a yard deep. New York set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Prescott looks to throw on first. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got Peak. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Prescott on first down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Prescott from the gun. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They do go for it. It's Manning. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Prescott now on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Looking for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And New York set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Jay2datop's, the rookie from Colorado. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
That was so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former Clemson Tiger, Sharon Peak, was the target, and it'll bring up third down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Halfback sent in motion.
I got motion. Got it. Go to 54. Go to 54. Got it. Watch the shift. There we go.
Now Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing is Manning. Going right side here, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On play action, it's Manning. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Giants on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Manning going to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. All right, stat time. You have to go back to 1949 to find the last time a Giants team came back from 21 points down to win a football game. So history not exactly on their side. That is caught at the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that catch just gives us another reason to praise Odell Beckham Jr. Off to an incredible start to his NFL career.
3 Pro Bowls, 3 straight Pro Bowls, obviously, and first Giant to do that in more than 50 years, Charles.
And how about the numbers that he's put up also?
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. They're going to keep it on the ground. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He gets it here to Peak. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Alec Ogletree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Second down, Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jameis Olawale, 65 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Throwing again. Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And Latimer's got it. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 42 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Manning now on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now Manning to try again after the pick six. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Manning. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Manning. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. David Irving in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long for the Giants, and Eli following the sack. Working from the gun, Manning. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Facing this fourth-quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
So after the INT, it's Manning. And now here's another interception. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Mostert. And an alley to run. Space to run past the 20. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 34 yards. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Manning to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Operating from the gun. Manning over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw, it's Manning. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
Like my old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Again, they'll throw with Manning. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. Rosas now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
This is Mostert. So a nice spin. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they wouldn't need.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
Yeah, we'll see if they go back to base. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the gun, Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Into the red zone now, Manning. And my goodness, another interception. It's Jordan Lewis, the rookie out of Michigan. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Cowboys, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.